All right, so it's only about 4:30 and I'm just prepping for the fire. I want to have a long sustaining fire tonight, so basically I want to just do a little bit of prep work. I have the firewood here and I went through some of it, and I just want to show you, like, you can't just put big pieces of firewood on a fire and expect it to start. I was teaching my nephew how to make a fire. He just kept grabbing the big sticks, and I said, no, you want really, really, really small stuff. So he grabbed stuff the size of, well, my fingers, which are chubby. But basically, you want to start off with really, really small twigs. I'm talking the smallest you can find, because they catch fire a lot easier. And you're going to need a lot more than that. That's just a small pile that I've put out there. And then basically, you want to move to a little bit bigger. So you want to move into a little bit bigger pieces, and then a little bit bigger, and then a little bit bigger, and then you can go into the logs. Once all that catches, then you can go into your wood pile and grab logs. I've got a pretty nice sized wood pile for one night. There was a lot of easy collecting around here. But anyway, if you're trying to start a fire, especially from scratch, you want to make sure that you use small twigs to start, because they ignite a lot easier. I won't be making a bow drill fire today. I will do that in the future on a video, but today I'm just going to do the easy way, the old flint and steel, cotton ball, and I'll show you guys when the time comes. I'm not going to make a fire until I see the sun start to set, and I'm going to try to find a place to catch that, but I don't think I'm in the right place to do it. This is a trip that's great for me, but maybe not the best one for filming. Why it's great for me is because I get to get out, enjoy the sound of the water. I get to basically just relax and mellow out without having any stresses. But I don't have a lot of great visuals. I mean, the water's a nice visual, but I don't have any views or anything like that for you to see on this particular trip. Maybe tomorrow, if I can get to the top of something and shine this camera down, then we'll do it that way. All right. We're gonna go get some water. I need to watch where I'm going. So I could go over to this water source right here, but I'm not going to. It's a pretty big river for the most part. The current's pretty quick. So what I'm going to do instead is take my Sawyer filtration system over to a smaller offset creek. The water just looks a little clearer, a little cleaner. And I trust it a little bit more, basically. I didn't want to drink out of that. It's a little blue and aqueous, so I don't think there's a problem with it. I think I'd be fine, and if it was my only water source, I'd have no problem digging out of it and guzzling it down all night long. But since I have other options, and this stuff looks like it probably came from rainwater pretty recently, I'm going to go ahead and grab from it if I can find a way down. That's a big if. But also we get to move a little bit, get out of camp for a second, and I'll show you how I fill these up, the system that I have. I actually use a 2-bag system. So one is a D bag and the other one's an A bag. So here's the smaller creek that leads into the big one down there. So I will find a spot that kind of goes down into it. Ooh. That way I can get it with ease instead of having to lay on my belly and dig my hands way down and get all muddy. Yeah, look, see, there's a lot lower place up here that I can get to pretty easily, I think. Not much better. Here we go, down this way. Should be easy peasy. Let's get some drinking water. bag is my clean bag, and the smaller bag is my dirty bag. I don't want to use the same bag twice because then I'll have a contaminated bag that I want to drink out of. So what I'll do is I'll fill this thing up first with water. Alright, so now it's got pretty much water in it. So now I'll screw my filter on. Make sure it's on there tight so no water leaks out. Take my little lid off. You're going to keep all of your stuff in one pile down on the ground so that you don't lose it. Somebody would say that you shouldn't put your stuff on the ground. Basically just roll it down, ease it out. Couldn't ask for a better day today. I was so excited when I got down here that I actually forgot to text my wife that I made it here on time. But I'm sharing my, man, I can't talk today. I am sharing my GPS location, so she knows where I am, but I just can't reply back, and I have no signal. So basically my phone, I turned it off on airplane mode to save the battery, but I don't have a signal to text my wife. So maybe I'll take a hike to where I can get a signal up high, something like this. That sounds like a good plan. I am at the lowest point of the Red River Gorge, though. I mean, I see it. I don't know if you can see way back. Yeah, you can kind of see it way up there. That is the top of a ridge or gorge. And if I go this way, there's actually some trails, but it's up and over and around. So I'm kind of back here, tucked away, nestled away by myself, which is really nice. It's nice to not have, I haven't heard a single person since I've set up camp. Not one person. Not a vehicle, maybe a plane, but no vehicles other than that. No bear, no deer, no other animals. I mean, I've heard some birds. Hey, what's that? Look, there's a deer stand over there. I guess it's a deer stand. I'll see if I can take us to it. If it's a deer stand, I wouldn't want to sit in it. Looks like it's been there for quite some time. There's no hunting here, so I'm not really sure why there would be a deer stand if there's no hunting. So anyway, that's where I'm at. Feels good. I mean, the sun is on my skin right now. I love the way that feels. I have nobody bickering at me, no boss bickering at me, no wife bickering at me. This is probably going to be edited from the video, but it is how I'm feeling, you know. I love my wife, and I love my family, and I love my job, but sometimes you just need some time to yourself. We're all individuals in this world, and we all are moving at our own paces and at our own lifespans. So, you know, it's nice to have that free time to span your lifespan. What the? Man, sometimes when you just get to sit down and feel the sun on your body and your face, oh, it just feels so good. So this stuff is a little stronger than regular straw, so I'm not really going to use it as like a bird's nest per se, but it's going to make a great igniter. So I've got some of this to ignite my fire with. I've got some of this. This is a little green, but it's super dry and it has bark on it. So we use that. I also have my little things that I stepped on that I didn't realize I just did, but all of my little squigglies that I shaved here. So I have those as well. So I've got a couple nice things to start the base of it with. So we'll go ahead and get this thing started up, and I'd say, I don't know, a few minutes here. Get everything situated. The fire pit was super wet when I got here, so I dug it out. I don't know if you saw me do that, but I dug it out because there was a lot of moisture in it. Now obviously fires and moistures don't mix, so I dug it out, laid it flat with rocks so that the rocks are going to keep the wood off the ground when I put the wood in there and ignite it. Everything's a little wet. I mean, it's been raining for like a month, and it rained like 7 days ago, and then today's the only day that it's not raining, which is why I came out here. So yeah. You can see behind me the sun is going the sun is going down behind me. You can't really see the sun itself, but you can see the sun on the trees. So because I'm sitting down this little valley, it's kind of tough to see. That's the last of the sun that I have right there. So you can see it. It will be gone in 15 minutes probably, and then I'll only have residual light left. But it's still shining up over there pretty well. All right, I'm about ready to make my fire. I've got my knife. I've got my fire still, and I've got my wood and everything ready to go. So let's do this. I'm just gonna get some spark out of here. Getting an image of that. Yeah, look at there. There's nothing, you don't need to be clean and neat about it. Everyone tries to make a clean and neat fire. I'm more about just getting to it, man. Throw stuff on there, heat rises. Once the heat starts rising, throw more stuff on it. That's pretty much how it goes. And the higher you get it, the better your fire will be. That wasn't actually so bad. It's pretty wet out here, so I thought it would be a hassle getting this thing lit up. But not too bad. Put back the camera. We don't need to be melting any cameras. But basically, there she is. So I'll keep stacking it up and up a little bit higher around the outside. I don't want it to be too big because I'm out here by myself, and I don't want to start a forest fire, and I don't need that much heat. I'm just here more for light and cooking. So that's it. Fire started, bourbon poured. Time to relax. Maybe have some dinner here in a little bit. The sun is down, completely down. So now it's just all this. I guess this is golden hour is what they call this, but I don't have anything to shoot during golden hour. Sad on me. Sad on me. feeding the bottom of your fire as well. Got some pretty big stuff on there. Here, this is what this is for. The small stuff. God, that thing is hot already. Piping hot. All right, it is almost completely nighttime, so I'm not sure if I'll get if I'll have enough light to do any more filming. Of course, I'll try, but I'm going to go ahead and fill up my mug with some water. Here's the water that I collected earlier, so I will pour in 2 cups. There's a little line on my. Whoop, I think that's a little more than 2 cups, but it'll be okay. I'll just drink it. So there's a little line on my mug that shows me where it is. So see, I've got this little thing set up here. I don't know if it'll hold the weight of the water, but I'm throwing some little sticks underneath it to help start a little fire under there. Enough of a fire to boil some water is what I'm hoping. So let's keep feeding that bad boy. And I might as well set this cup on here and hopefully it holds. Whew. I don't feel great about it. Someone texts me in the woods. I'm getting a signal, like one little tiny signal an hour, so I hope that the message that I just sent out to my wife got to her, but I'm not really sure. Alright, so I got a nice little flame down in there now, so hopefully it will start to boil this water up, and I don't have to worry about a stove since I didn't bring one. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. So it's starting to get really, really nice and quiet out here. Animals have gone away. The sun is completely set. There's a kind of an orange hue over the sky in that direction only. So basically I'm just waiting for it to become nighttime. There's a couple birds around. I hear a couple birds still. But it's gotten really quiet. It's a little weird when you're out in the woods by yourself. You start to notice things that you maybe wouldn't notice if you were with a group, or you're kind of waiting for nighttime as you're here. Well, 1, because I have a bunch of lights to turn on, and 2, because that's kind of when you start to relax a little bit more. It's nighttime, you're around the fire, you make a little bit bigger fire, and you really get to enjoy sitting back and relaxing. You can't see anything 5 feet in a circle from around you, so that's out, but you can hear all kinds of things. So my senses will pick up. I'll be able to smell the fire, I'll be able to hear the sounds around me. And there goes my phone again. What is going on? It's actually Clumsy Hiker. He's asking me where I'm at. Alright, let me take this call and I'll get back to you. I finally have a little fire underneath the pot there, so I haven't checked it. It's probably boiling, but I don't know. It's a good looking fire though, I know that. I went and got a little bit of firewood. I threw it on already. It was really wet, but since you have a fire, you can actually use wet wood. You can use wet wood on top of your fire because it'll dry itself out. So that's what I did. You just stack it around it like that, then the inside wood will burn and the outside wood will dry, and then you just keep rotating it. That's one of the ways to have a fire when it's really, really damp and wet outside, which it is. I mean, the log that I'm sitting on is even wet, so it's definitely wet out here. I'm not cold, I'm dry, which is good. I got 1 foot slightly wet. It just went over the top of the shoe when I crossed the creek. But you saw that epic jump. I mean, it was kind of sloppy a little bit. I'm sure you didn't actually get to see it, but it was a little scary. Actually, now that I think about it, I have to jump back, which doesn't sound like that much fun with a 35-pound pack. But anyway. All right, I just took the boiling water off the fire, and putting it into the mountain house. Now my Ziploc broke on my mountain house, and I was extra careful to make sure it didn't break, and it still broke. Daggone it. Alright. Give it a quick little stir. I usually stir it and then add a little bit more water. Although I think I added too much water this time though, so we won't be giving it any more water. Now I usually let this sit for about, I don't know, 30 minutes. If it's up to me, 30 minutes is my time. I'm going to take it and roll the top, because since I broke the damn thing, I want to trap the heat in there, and I'm just going to take a rock, set it on top of it so it stays shut. Kind of like that. Get a different rock. But there we go. Just like that. That way it stays shut. In about 30 minutes, I'll be munching out. I don't really know what that was about, but the lighting looks awesome. Look, I've got the glow of the fire on my face, and then this beautiful white lighting behind me. It's really quite crazy. You can see where I block the fire with my face, and I look like a pasty. Yeah, not a nipple pasty, just a regular pasty fellow. Just been a great day so far today. I really haven't done much. I have to be honest, I have not done much. I hiked a little ways in, I set up camp, I grabbed some wood, I batoned a couple logs, I rebuilt the fire pit. Other than that, I've just been kind of sitting around hanging out. Oh, went and got some water today. But now I'm getting ready to eat a Mountain House lasagna, which is probably one of the best ones of Mountain House. And then I had some homemade mango bread, which is pretty delicious. I may take the rest of this warm water and put some coffee in it. I don't know why coffee. I mean, I am tired, but it's bedtime, it's nighttime, but coffee sounds good, so I'll probably just do that. So let's do it. Somewhere in this big old pouch I have an extras bag that has napkins, drink mixes, things like that. Hey, here it is. So as you can see, I have some mayonnaise, some coffee. Yes, it's powdered coffee, but I have it. Some lemonade packets. In case I just wanted some broth, I could have some chicken flavored broth or creamy chicken. Got some vitamins in there and some Miracle Whip. But for this case, I think we're just going to have some coffee. Oh, Taster's Choice would be the pick. Let's see, I've got about a cup of water in there. You can't really see it, but it's there. All right. A little coffee. Here we go. That's instant coffee if I've ever seen it. Smells really nice. Smells really good. And tastes pretty much average, like below average. But what else am I gonna do? Nice warm drink in my belly. Got a little extra water left over. It's actually better than the second drink. Is way better than the first drink. I mean, kind of guy getting you luckier than this, man? Look at this. I got a party balloon in the background. All right, let me go do some work. I got to get up, manipulate the fire just a little bit. So it's really cool. Look, I'm just a bobbling head. But the stars are starting to come out, so you can actually almost watch them pop up one by one. So it's really, really neat. How come every time I start to film, my phone gets a signal, and you probably think, oh, he's just in his backyard, you know, hey, but nah, I'm actually out in the woods in the middle of nowhere, and I've been trying to get a signal this whole time, and I just can't get one. So anyway, all you get to see is a bobbling orange head. All right, so I'm in the hammock. It's actually pretty nice. I'm diffusing my headlamp with the green from my hammock right now, so if I have a greenish hue to me. But man, this is awesome. I mean, I've got the fire right there. I've got my tarp up above. You can't really see it, but this is really, really amazing, man. I've got I just get to do these lucky things and go on these trips, and it just feels great, man, to be out, get out in the woods, and I'm hearing the owls hooting, and I'm looking at the stars, and I'm looking at Orion's belt, and it's coming in super clear. I really wish that I could do an exposure shot, but I don't know how. I've got the instructions on my phone. If I get the gumption to do so, then I'll get up out of this hammock and try it. But I've messed with it a little bit earlier, and I couldn't quite figure it out, so I need to learn all these basic things for the camera, like shutter speed and exposure. But I just got the thing, so you gotta give me a chance. I'll get better at it, and I'll have some awesome shots for you guys of it eventually, or soon, because I promise you I'm practicing. So that means I guess I have to get out of the hammock and go and try it. So anyway, I'm in the hammock for now. If I get a cool shot at the end of this, then I will post it on this video. But it's been a great journey today. I'm glad you guys stuck with me. I'm going to relax now for the rest of the night. So this is me signing off for the night. And tomorrow we'll get up and we'll cook some breakfast. And we'll go maybe do a little day hike. Or maybe we'll just head back to the car. I know I've already missed my wife like crazy. It's I don't understand it. It's like you're there and you know, you love your wife and you love your family. Of course I do. She's a wonderful woman. But sometimes you feel like you need the space apart, but then when you get apart, all you do is think about your wife. So I do love her. She's an amazing person, and I'm very, very lucky to have her in my life. So, you know, that's that. All right, signing off. Good night.